As I look at my equipment listing, our clients all say to us, what's really important is that I be able to know where is the equipment, what is its status. So you'll see here, there are a number of pre-built filters that are here, but then quickly I'm going to show you some other filters that you can do. We talk about the status of the equipment, and these tend to be the most relevant or most commonly used. Is it available? Maybe I've got a great customer, and although it's available today, I'm reserving it for them because I want to keep them happy. These others are all pretty self-explanatory. You can also add some. So if we don't have enough here, or you've got some other statuses that you want to be able to add, the system can easily be configured for that. What's nice is that I can just start typing in anything. And let's say I was looking for a mini excavator. Okay, the system automatically is just going to go and it's going to look based on whatever I've told it on any of these different columns that you've seen. If I was just looking for Kubotas, or if I was looking for a particular type of inventory or a particular type of rental asset, I can do that. You can see here it's telling me what's on rent and what's available. And I could filter this based on those criteria easily. So let's drop into a piece of equipment, because this is really what it's all about. So here I've got my piece of equipment. I've given it my own unique number while the manufacturer has their own number as well. And I'm also want to keep track of the manufacturer and their model so I can sort data, as well as maybe look at their preventive maintenance schedule based on that. As I look at their equipment, this is the other relevant information that most of my clients want to see. When does its warranty expire? When did I purchase it? What did I purchase it for? What am I going to sell it for? Because the older my piece of equipment gets, the more likely I am to sell it, and especially if I can get a good price for it. So here I can identify what the right price is and then what the minimum price is. When I look at a piece of equipment, I want to look at everything. I want to look at its income. I want to look at its depreciation. I want to look at its service history. And I also want to be able to see what its preventive maintenance schedule could be. So here you can see this is my fixed asset. So we've got a complete fixed asset module that's going to do your book and your tax depreciation. Here it's keeping track of what its basis is and what its book value is, so that you've got that information available right at your fingertips. Am I doing meters? In this case, I've got just hour meters set up. But as I previously stated, this could also be miles, or it could be tire treads. Your call related to that. So here, nice little overview. It's telling me what's available. It's also telling me, for those of you who have multiple branches, what's its home branch? Because maybe I want to get it back to the home branch, or maybe there's some sort of financial record or entry I need to make if it's being stored or rented in a different branch than its home branch. You can also see here, we could keep track of when was it actually placed in service, when it was sold, if this was calibrated, when was the last calibration date. So all good information. This is the general information. This is my depreciation. Now I want to be able to see all my revenue. I want to be able to see everywhere that this has been and for what period of time and with who. So this is a complete record of that. And as I previously mentioned, here's my detail down to the actual contract itself, so I can get any and all additional information related to my revenue. If this was a vehicle, maybe I want to have some additional information on top of this general asset information that most of our clients also want to be able to keep track of because of it being a asset that is actually on the road. So now I've got my depreciation, I've got my revenue. So now we know where our equipment, we've got everything related to our piece of equipment.